Please pray with me. May these words that I speak and sing be grounded in my soul, encouraged by the God presence in me. And may these words and notes you hear be captured by your soul, enlivened by the God presence in you. Amen. They never told us it would be like this, that we ourselves are the shapers of our world, called to be the light and the holiness we seek. I think if Jesus was able to talk to us today, he might say something like, I called you to be light and salt in the world, but it looks to me like mostly you have abdicated your responsibility and think instead that I can somehow save you. But I'm not here in the world now. You are. So get on with it. Now, he would have said it in Aramaic, but I don't know that language. It is this voice of Jesus that I hear echoed in the scripture reading this morning. Be filled with the Spirit as you sing among yourselves, singing and making melody to the God in your hearts, giving thanks for life. You see, my friends, Jesus lived in uncertain times. Those early followers of the generations after Jesus lived in uncertain times. And we too live in uncertain times. That, it seems, is the way of the world, at least in human terms. And it is why I believe with all of my heart in the importance of a community like this, where we come together not just to remember a religion of the past, but to embrace a spirit that is very, very much alive in these moments. This song I want to share with you, I wrote way back in 1994. It is the closing song to a musical about those early followers that faced immense persecution, but found the strength and the courage to stay love's course, even to death, and to do it in a heart-centered community. This is the power of love.
Feeling
This love I made calls me again. Every embrace is a sign there, in time there, of the power of love. Nothing that they do or say can keep our spirits down. I'm talking about the power of love. It calls us to be, to set our souls free in love. I am strong, and I belong. Every embrace is a sign of the power of love. A community grounded in love must be our way. It is the only hope for changing our world. And it can only be achieved by becoming heart-centered. Heart-centered. Cynthia Bourgeault writes, "The heart is first and foremost an organ of spiritual perception. Its primary function is to look beyond the obvious, the boundaried surface of things, and see a deeper reality. Within the contemplative heart, you are indestructible, even though you feel quite vulnerable and unsure of yourself in many ways." She continues, "Inside this sacred space, you can love and critique the world at the same time. You can weep for the bigger evil of which both sides are victims and imagine an alternative universe because you have now been there yourself." Terry Tempest Williams adds, "The human heart is the first home of democracy." The first home of democracy. And Parker Palmer then challenges communities and individuals to be political, just like Jesus was, and says, if we cannot talk about politics in the language of the heart, if we cannot be heartbroken, for example, that the wealthiest nations on earth are unable to summon the political will to end childhood hunger at home, how can we create a politics of the human spirit, one that has a chance to serve the common good? Heart-centered. It takes many, many, many hearts working together to move us forward, but we can do it. This song I wrote as a challenge to myself and to each of us to work together for a common good. Hearts of fire. How ironic, given the state of the province right now. It takes many hearts of fire to free a world of pain. It takes many souls with passion to live in hope again. And it takes many hearts of fire to bring peace to each child, with every single nation reconciled, with every single nation reconciled. It takes many hearts of fire to change the world we know. It takes many souls with passion to make the spirit grow. And it takes many hearts of fire to learn to live as one. So everywhere injustice is undone. So everywhere injustice is undone. It takes many hearts of fire to change the way we live. It takes many souls of passion to know we need to give. And it takes many hearts of fire to help each one to be in every single nation truly free. In every single nation truly free. Hearts of Fire. Richard Rohr names what he calls 5 habits of the heart. Habits that, when working together, create a passion and a fire that can move us forward. And he believes that these habits of the heart are crucial to creating heart-centered lives, heart-centered communities, and ultimately sustaining democracy, which is in danger of its own death. He says, we must understand that we are all in this together. We must develop an appreciation of the value of otherness. We must cultivate the ability to hold tension in life-giving ways. We must generate a sense of personal voice and agency. And we must strengthen our capacity to create community. It seems to me that the first step is to reframe our own lives to be heart-centered, if we are not already on that path. The second step is to do the necessary and important work of making Winfield United a heart-centered community. And we're already on that path. And the third step? Well, to change the world, of course, by singing for our lives.